It is Monday. Yes, you heard me right. It is Monday, February 16th, 11:54 in the morning. And I know you're like, AT, why in the hell are you doing this reflection walk on Monday? You typically do it on Tuesdays, right? Yes, but I took an overtime shift tomorrow, so I got to go in, get that overtime money, because on this channel over here, y'all know that we don't turn down any money. Whenever the money is available to us, whatever opportunity it is, legal opportunity, we are going to take it. I'm not rich by any means. I'm on the road to riches. So I have to get in where I fit in. I got to get that money whenever it is available to me. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm just now getting home after me and my son working out, my second workout of the day to be exact, taking him to get his allergy shots, took him to Brahms, got him some ice cream because he had another phenomenal game on Friday. And it's time to get this reflection walk on. Hold on a second. Look at her. I just walked out here and look, she's already waiting for me to harness her up so we can go on our walk. Gives me those sad puppy eyes with the drooping face. You know those commercials for 25 cents a day. Your contribution can help save another animal, a dog, a cat. That's what she does. She is such a manipulator, guys. And she does it all the time. That's how she gets what she wants from me. And I am a sucker because I fall for it every single time. So let me go ahead and harness her up so I can get this reflection walk going, because this one right here is still waiting. Look at her. Look at her. She's still waiting. She's still waiting. Hey, I know all of my dog parents, lovers can relate to this. Stay tuned. And we are off. Man, it is sunny and windy out here today. You see she is harnessed up. And we are going in this direction, I guess. Yes, we are. Okay. We're going to get this thing started. Zoom out a little bit. But anyways, yes, this time tomorrow, my ass will be at work getting that extra. Because let me tell you something, guys. I have been spending money like it's nobody's business. Some, recreational stuff, unnecessary, but hey, you got to live. You only live once anyway, right? But a lot of it is just bills, man. Groceries. My son is eating me out of house and home. He's growing. He's about, 5'4", almost 5'5" now. So all of my parents that have boys, when they start to hit them growth spurts, you already know. You're going to be buying a whole bunch of clothes, shoes, and food. But we don't complain about things that we put ourselves in, especially being a parent. I can't stand when parents complain about their children when they chose to have children. If you did not know what you were getting yourself into as far as having a child, as far as the finances, the time that they need, you shouldn't have had them in the first place, right? We can't be like these weaklings walking around here just bitching and complaining and think that the world owes them something when the world don't owe you shit. You got to go out here and create opportunities for yourself sometimes. You got to make sure that you anticipate the what ifs and prepare for those things. And another thing is this, guys. We have got to stop trying to normalize abnormal things. If you go on social media, if you look at TV commercials, you will see that they are trying to normalize, of course, online betting, sports betting, prediction betting. Like, this is just the normal thing to do now. They are trying to normalize this GOP-1 stuff, like the Ozempic stuff, the stuff that people take, not because they're diabetic or anything, but just because they're too damn lazy to get their fat ass up and go to the gym on a consistent basis and monitor what goes in their mouth. that type of stuff. That's why you have a lot of these people, you'll see them 1 week, they'll be fat as hell. And then like 2 weeks later, they're all shrunked up and they got a big ass bobblehead and they look unproportionate. They walking around looking like these damn mailboxes over here, okay? They skinny with big ass heads and you like, damn. What happened to you? Oh, I just been monitoring my diet and going to the gym. Bullshit. Your ass took some Ozempic, you lost weight fast, and eventually it's going to catch up to you because it's not a natural thing to do. See, people like myself, we stay active, we stay working out because that's what we have to do on a regular basis. It's our routine. We get it in. We don't take shortcuts. Come on. She being a pain in the ass, trying to pull on the leash. She know I don't play that shit. But anyways, but yeah, man, we are over here just trying to normalize all of these abnormal things. Even relationships, guys, they're trying to normalize, being single. Like, no, that's not a normal thing to be as single, guys. We're supposed to be together. It is okay to be in a long-term committed relationship. But as you see, they're trying to just normalize people just being by themselves. And that's not cool. And I know that, it is a disproportionate amount of men and women. There's more women than men. So it's going to be some women that not going to be in relationships. And you got these incel weirdos that's not attractive, in regards to what women want and what they need. I get that too, but that's not normal. What we need to be doing is saying, listen, we got to do better. If you are sick of being single, put yourself in a position to be attracted to the opposite sex. Men and women belong together, okay? That is just the natural order. That is science. That is how it's been since the beginning of time, okay? Men and women, I'm going to say it again, belong together. Even though we're trying to normalize everybody just being single to themselves. It's stupid. See, that makes guys, I can tell you, act erratic, irrational. Makes them do stupid stuff because they feel like, damn, I'm just going to be single by myself, so who cares? I'm not even going to be able to have offspring. But we got to stop thinking like that. We got to start thinking about, let me be better. Let me go talk to people that are close to me and they can, give me some critiques that can help me be more attractive, be better. Maybe you need to get your money up. That's okay. We all should be wanting to make as much money as possible, right? We should. But we just live in a world where it's okay. It's just natural. But it's not. So we, me, you, us, we got to stop normalizing this weirdo shit. We really do. We got to get back on track and think about what our future looks like, what the world's future looks like, and not fall victim to this nonsense, this feminism, this stupid liberal, weak victim mentality bullshit, especially with our kids. We don't need to make them think that the way that the world is going is the right way. We got to renormalize things that are going to help us. Come on. That way, everybody's not walking around, upset, quote unquote, depressed, and hate the world, hate themselves, hate everybody and everything around them. Tuesday content starts right now. Good day, good people. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now, today is a very, very busy yet productive day. So far, been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Told you before, I got my workout in. Check out the morning PSAs. It's uploaded right now. I think I got over 800 views at this very moment, and it's continuing to go up. Went to the gym with my son, got another training in. And I think this is why I'm so critical when it comes to all of these people taking shortcuts when it comes to their health and wellness. Because me being 40 years old, still doing 2-a-days consistently, I do not miss for nothing or no one. No matter how chaotic my life is, I am still disciplined enough to go in that cold or hot ass garage and get it in and move up and down that court and outside with my son doing push-ups and doing cardio work and calisthenics, all of those things, being 40. And I do it every single week, right? So I have the right to be critical on people when it comes to this, because what is your excuse? You're not working out and being as active as I am because you don't really have to do this. I do it because working out is a huge stress reliever from me or for me. I'm a very tense individual, and I like to take out my frustrations on the weights. That's what I do. I don't sit here and give other people issues or take out my frustrations on other people. I just go in that garage, hit the bag, throw weights around. That's what I do. That's why I don't believe in depression, guys, because when you are quote unquote depressed, that just tells me that you got too much time on your hands. You have not found your purpose, and you are not being as productive as you're supposed to be. Yes, we all go through things, right? We go through heartaches, heartbreaks, losses of, jobs or people that we loved and they're no longer here. They passed away. Things aren't going, according to plan in our life. We all have experienced those things. But the difference between the people who do not believe in depression and the people that do believe in depression, it's mental strength at the end of the day. Mental and emotional strength, and understanding that life happens. These things happen. There's good times, there's bad times. Nobody lives forever, okay? You got to move on and past that and understand that. When things do not go your way, sit down and figure out why, okay? Don't say, well, whoa, it's me and I'm feeling down on myself and I'm depressed. You sound weak as shit, because you have somebody out there that's dealing with more difficult things than what you are going through right now. It could always be worse. And when you think about that, it's not as bad as you think, okay? Yes, people are not going to be in your life forever. It sucks. You're going to lose your mom and your dad one day. It's going to happen, right? You're going to lose friends, cousins, brothers, and sisters. And it sucks, right? Like my mentor, he passed away years ago, right? I got his, initials tattooed right here. And it still sucks. But I understand the things that he taught me groomed me into the man that I am today. And I appreciate everything that he's done. I think about the memories that we shared together when I was 17 years old, up until I was in my 20s, right before he passed away. And that keeps me from feeling down and quote unquote depressed that he's no longer with me. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to develop a strong mind, guys. But hey, that is my freestyle thoughts of the week. And you know why we are here. We are here for the richest man who ever lived, King Solomon's Secrets to Success, Wealth, and Happiness. And yes, I'm doing it on Monday. This is a pre-record because I got to go to work, y'all. I got to make that money. So I got to make things shake, move things around in my schedule to make sure I'm consistent on dropping every Tuesday. And we are on chapter 10, and this is part 2, titled Turning Your Worst Enemy into Your Best Friend. Now, last week, we talked about the consequences of reacting negatively to criticism. For an example, poverty and shame, stupidity, and problems that can't be fixed. Now, this week, we are talking about what you can expect when you respond correctly to criticism. One is a more productive and fulfilling life. In Proverbs 10:17, Solomon tells us that the person who responds to criticism will stay on the right path to a full life. Now, life should be all about personal improvement. Every single day, you should be trying to improve in certain areas in your life. Now, when you are responding to criticism, that's the thing that you got to think about, guys. You can't think about what the negative aspects are to that criticism. You got to look at it like, damn, this is something that I can improve in within my life to make me better. Because if you are not growing every single day, every week, every month, every year, you're stagnant. You done hit a plateau, and that's never good to yourself or the people around you. You should always be trying to self-improve, and having people criticize the things that you say or do is part of that experience, okay? Now, understanding and wisdom. According to Proverbs 15:32, the person who listens and responds to criticism acquires understanding. And in Proverbs 15:31 and 29 through 15, it tells us listening to reproof brings us wisdom. This is why they say with age comes wisdom, because when you're young, we are hard-headed, especially guys. We are hard-headed. We think we know it all. We think that, the older generation is stupid and don't know nothing, and that we're smarter just because we have technology, modern conveniences now. But that is far from the truth. When your brain isn't fully developed, you lack a lot of life experiences. You don't know anything. But that's why when you get older and you make these mistakes in life, which is a good thing, because when you learn from them, what tends to happen is, let's just say, even me in my position, being a 40-year-old father, making a ton of mistakes throughout my whole life, I can have conversations with my son. And if I see him going down a path that I went through at his age, I can reel him back in because I've already experienced it. So it's very, very important, guys, that you understand that with criticism that person is giving you, they probably experience the same thing that you are going through. That's why they are criticizing you. And it's wise for you to respond, meaning taking that information, that criticism, and actually utilizing it. That way you get a better outcome when it's all said and done. Now, greater joy. Remember, Solomon views criticism as better than a first love. In Proverbs 27:9, he tells us that a good counsel brings more joy to our hearts than healing ointment or rich perfume. Later, he says a wise critic is better than a beautiful piece of fine jewelry when you follow and embrace the critic's advice. Now, doesn't it feel good when you have somebody that's in your corner that has your back? And when they give you that good constructive criticism, and when you utilize that criticism, you get that outcome you want. You learn to appreciate that person, and you're going to take heed to their word as much as possible. Anytime that person who gave you that criticism and then you got that outcome that you wanted tells you anything, you're going to be all ears, because historically, it shows that person was accurate with their criticism. It made you a better person. It made you more self-aware of the things that you're doing and what's going on in your life. And that person, you want to value and keep them, just like precious jewelry, just like a Rolex, just like, a Lamborghini that you got in your garage. It's the same measure of that person that's giving you that criticism, because they're making sure that not only they're helping you be a better person, but you're getting the positive outcomes in it. So make sure that you don't take those people for granted, because if you do, then you're going to be susceptible to having people in your circle that don't belong there, that don't have your best interests. So be mindful of that. All right. Now, honor. In Proverbs 13:18, Solomon tells us that the person who correctly responds to criticism will receive honor in his or her life. Now, my son personally experiences this after a successful game. When they win and he does well, he's putting points on the board, he's having rebounds, assists. Coaches and parents, along with teammates and kids from other teams, will go up to him and tell him how good he performed. And why? It's because the things that we practice every single week, once he utilizes it, guess what? The results speak for themselves, right? So he gets the honor of being disciplined, listening, focusing on the things that we worked on throughout the entire week, and he gets the results, and he gets the honor and the respects amongst his peers, amongst, spectators watching him. All right. Excuse me. Sharpness. When a person is extremely sharp, their value to any business is apparent in the moment they open their mouth. In Proverbs 27, Solomon tells us, faithful are the wounds of a friend. In other words, it's better to receive quality criticism from a friend than a pat on the back from somebody who really doesn't care about you. Responding correctly from a friend's criticism will ultimately build us up, making us better equipped to handle anything life throws at us. Now, this is why you need to stay away from yes men. If you pay attention to these athletes, these musicians, these content creators, anybody that's in the entertainment field, when they do dumb shit and they crash out, normally there's a whole bunch of people around them that did not tell them that, hey, chill the fuck out, calm down, let's leave out of this venue before shit pops off. No, you got a whole bunch of yes men that are go along, get along gangs, and they think, well, if I tell him or her that this is the wrong move, maybe they won't allow me in their circle no more. Maybe they might fire me if I'm, working for them. No, they don't have the balls to tell the person that's supposed to be their friend, their colleague, their boss, their manager, whoever it is, hey, you're wrong. This is a bad idea. You're reacting in the wrong way, or we need to get up out of here because this is a bad situation. They're too afraid to do that. And those are dangerous people. I would argue to say the people who are yes men are worse than your ops, because at least you know where your ops stand. Yes men, you don't know where they stand at all. Those guys are so damn close to you and don't have your best interest that when shit does go down, they're either going to stab you in the back, discard you, or they're going to just continue to extract resources from you without telling you about yourself. They're like blood-sucking vampires. I cannot stand a yes man. I don't want yes men around me. I've always made sure that I had people around me that would tell me about myself. That way I can self-improve. Even in relationship, guys, yes, we are the leaders, but your woman should be criticizing you as well, because if you are her leader, she wants you to lead her and y'all's future and y'all's kids in the right direction. So you got to listen to her criticism too. And I'm not a happy wife, happy life guy, but I firmly believe that if you have a significant other that's really down for you, that's riding for you, she is definitely going to be on you because she wants what's best for you. So make sure that you separate yourself from them yes men. And even if you got to test them and put them through the ringer just to see if they're just going to go along with your bad decisions, do that shit. And when you find out that they just going to go along with the bad things that you're doing, get them the hell up out of here. All right. What else we got? Oh, we're done. We are done, guys. That was enough for this week, apparently, but we're going to finish off chapter 10 next week. But before I leave, you already know I got to plug in Revita. DS Labs Revita shampoo and conditioner. I'm going to continue to tell you guys to get your Revita. It works. If you got thinning hair, you got bald spots, you use this, you will see results over time. Yes, you will. It's not going to happen overnight because nothing happens overnight. I know we want overnight results, but that's not how the world works. But if you use this on a weekly basis, you will start to see results over time. Go get your Revita. I will leave my affiliate link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate everybody watching and supporting this channel. I will catch y'all later. Peace. Feel like they tryna box